Dear colleagues, glad to see you at the learning seminar on the module Making Up and Asking Complex Questions to get information about the given topic and its assessment. So let's talk about the importance of advanced soft skills for professional success. Success in most jobs relies heavily on advanced people skills, often referred to as soft skills. These include the ability to speak and interact effectively with others. For instance, retail sales require listening carefully to customers and interpreting their nonverbal cues to determine the best way to respond and close a sale. While some jobs involve minimal human interaction, the majority demand strong soft skills to effectively engage with customers, clients, co-workers, managers, and other stakeholders. Although we are not born with these skills, everyone can learn, develop, practice, and apply verbal and nonverbal communication skills to benefit the audience, their company, and themselves. You have likely engaged in many conversations throughout your life, and the process may seem straightforward. However, some people excel at conversation more than others, and some argue that technology hinders the development of these skills. Thus, it's worthwhile to understand how an effective communicator approaches conversation. A skilled professional knows when to speak, when to listen, and when to stop before the audience loses interest. This understanding also provides a foundation for crucial advice on job interviews, which follow similar patterns and have specific expectations. Mastering communication. Communication is a complex skill. Over the years, I've learned that the ability to convey thoughts, feelings, and ideas clearly and its impact can open doors, build connections, and shape personal and professional lives. My career exploration of communication has highlighted 4 fundamental types: verbal, nonverbal, written, and visual communication. These are the pillars of all meaningful human exchanges. And I invite you to explore these types of communication. We will break down their secrets and equip you with the tools to harness their potential. Whether you aim to become a persuasive leader, captivating speaker, compelling writer, or masterful communicator in any field, understanding these key types will guide you. Together, we will make your message resonate and inspire in ways you've never imagined. First, about verbal communication. Verbal communication involves exchanging ideas through spoken words, which is foundational for human interaction. It enables individuals to express thoughts and emotions effectively and is essential in everyday life, fostering collaboration and relationships, particularly in professional settings. So there are some examples of verbal communication. Interpersonal communication. It involves one-on-one communication that fosters personal connections and understanding. It plays a crucial role in building relationships in various social and professional contexts. Intrapersonal communication. It refers to internal dialogue within one's mind, including self-reflection, decision-making, and planning. It influences self-awareness and personal growth. The next one is group communication. It occurs in interactive settings involving multiple individuals, such as team meetings or study groups. It promotes collaboration, idea sharing, and collective decision-making. We also have public communication. It involves addressing a larger audience through speeches, presentations, or public speaking engagements. It requires effective message delivery and audience engagement. And lastly, we have mass communication. It reaches a broad audience through various media channels like television, radio, or social media. It aims to disseminate information to a wide demographic. There are some strengths and weaknesses of verbal communication. For strengths, verbal communication offers clarity and precision in expressing ideas, immediate feedback for real-time interaction, emotional expression, nuanced communication, and interactive engagement with others. As for the weaknesses, challenges of verbal communication include potential for misunderstanding, lack of permanent record, absence of nonverbal cues, inability to edit spoken words, limited reach, and potential for escalated emotional intensity. Nonverbal communication is the next type. It includes elements like tone, pitch, and body language, which significantly influence message perception. Here are some examples of nonverbal communication. Facial expressions convey a wide range of emotions such as happiness, sadness, anger, and surprise, providing visual cues to others' feelings and intentions. Physical stance and gestures reflect attitudes and feelings, influencing how messages are perceived by others. They add depth and context to verbal communication. Hand signals of movements convey messages and emphasize points, though their meaning can vary across cultures and contexts. They complement verbal expressions. Eye contact is a powerful nonverbal cue that indicates interest, attention, and emotional engagement. It fosters connection and demonstrates active listening. Physical contact communicates feelings and information, establishing rapport and intimacy in interpersonal interactions. It conveys warmth, support, or reassurance. Personal space references influence interpersonal dynamics, conveying messages of intimacy, authority, or respect based on cultural norms and individual boundaries. It also has some strengths and weaknesses. For strengths, nonverbal communication offers universal understanding, effective emotional expression, enhancement of verbal messages, quick and efficient transmission of cues, and subtlety in conveying messages. For some weaknesses, challenges in nonverbal communication include subjective interpretation, ambiguity, lack of clarity for complex information, and dependency on verbal support for full understanding, context sensitivity, and limitations in remote communication. The next type is written communication. It involves exchanging ideas through written words, providing a structured and permanent form of communication often used in formal settings. Here are some examples of written communication. Emails. They are commonly used for personal and professional correspondence, providing a formal and structured means of written communication for diverse purposes. Text messages. They offer quick and informal communication, often used for casual interactions or urgent communication needs due to the immediate delivery. Social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter serve as channels for sharing updates, engaging with audiences, and maintaining online presence through written content. Reports. They document information, analysis, and recommendations in a formal and structured format, commonly used in business, academia, and research settings. As for memos, they serve as internal communication tools within organizations, conveying messages, directives, and updates in a concise and official manner. There are some strengths of written communication. It offers clarity and precision, establishes a permanent record of interactions, provides structured expression, enables wide distribution, and allows for editing and revision. As for some weaknesses of written communication, challenges in written communication include the lack of immediate feedback, limited emotional expression, potential language barriers, time-consuming creation process, accessibility issues, and a loss of nonverbal context in messages. The next type is visual communication. It uses images, symbols, and graphics to convey messages, powerful in sales, marketing, design, and data representation. Here are some examples of visual communication. Infographics. They simplify complex data into visually engaging representations, enhancing information retention and comprehension for diverse audiences. Charts and graphics. They present statistical data in visual formats, enabling clear and concise communication of trends, patterns, and comparisons. Here are some strengths and weaknesses of visual communication. For some strengths, we refer universal understanding and retention. People are more likely to remember information presented visually than text alone. It promotes clarity and simplicity and also evoke emotional impact. A well-chosen image can stir emotions, creating a connection with the audience and making your message more memorable. Visuals can promote concise communication. They can also be persuasive. As for some weaknesses, subjective interpretation. Images and symbols can be seen differently by different people. limited detail. Visuals struggle with intricate details compared to texts. Accessibility issues. People with visual impairments might have difficulty understanding visuals. Context dependency. Visuals often rely on context to make sense. Time-consuming creation. Creating good visuals can be time-consuming. Over-reliance on aesthetics. Sometimes visuals prioritize looking good over being clear. As for conclusion, power of communication in personal and professional growth. Some key insights from communication. It serves as a cornerstone for personal and professional growth, offering valuable insights on effective interaction, relationship building, and impactful messaging in diverse contexts. Impact of effective communication. Effective communication influences personal development, career advancement, organizational success, and social impact, driving positive change and fostering meaningful connections. Some applications of communication skills. Applying communication skills in everyday interactions, job interviews, presentations, and leadership roles enhances individual performance, teamwork, problem solving, and decision-making processes. For inspirational communication, it transcends words to inspire, motivate, and empower others, fostering creativity, collaboration, and innovation in personal and professional endeavors.